Hi, this is Teacher Camille again. And today, Teacher Camille will be sharing to you about procedural writing. When you say procedural writing, that means that this lesson we have for week 5 is going to be about writing. Remember, in English, we need to develop the 5 skills in language. That's the listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Yes, and writing doesn't only needs to be doing the strokes, putting the capital letters in the right order, using the punctuations, but of course, writing the ideas that you have in your mind into the paper or to the computer if you can input or use the computer then. Even in the phone, writing is a skill and it should be developed by students like you. So since we have already talked about verbs and how to use them in the sentence together with the subject, we are going to use more of that verb ideas we have in creating procedures. If you have time, you can try to check your dictionary what procedure means. Procedure is spelled Procedures. Procedures. But for me, if you're going to ask me, I can make procedure easy by giving you just a word for you to know the meaning. Procedure is a step. A step on what you are going to do so that you can have a product or a result or something that will happen after you did the procedure or the step. You can try to look into the dictionary also if you want to see if Teacher Camille is correct. So going back to our main topic for this week 5, it's about procedural writing. So that means if we will talk about procedural writing, we are going to talk about steps and writing them effectively so that others can follow the steps and create something out of the steps that you have mentioned or created for them to follow. In this lesson, we are going to learn how to make effective steps so that others can follow what you want them to do. I have here some slides that will be helpful for you to understand more about the lesson. I will have them scanned while I'm here so that you can review the lesson we will discuss on Monday through my slides. Let's get ready. Let me open the first part of the slide. Procedural text. A procedural text tells the reader how to do or make something. It often includes step-by-step or sequence instruction. So that means if you're going to make a procedural writing or text, that means you are going to do the step-by-step or from the start until the finished way of doing something so that you can create a product. Example is how to ski. Of course, you can learn that when we have snow all around us. Or you can say how to cook fried rice. Whoa, cow pat. How to knit a scarf. Wow, that's a difficult one. Let's see if we can do that. But that's only for an example. This is only to make you realize that procedural text is for you to give procedures or steps or step-by-step sentences that will lead the people how to learn how to ski, how to cook fried rice, or how to knit a scarf. Okay. The next slide says when to use a procedural text. Why do we need to do so? It is used to write instruction for a game or a process. So most oftentimes, your teachers are using procedural instructions orally given to you, like we are talking it to you then, or we are sharing it to you by talking about it. But then again, this time, since it's a procedural text or writing, you are just going to write it for others to follow after reading it. Procedural text is also used to write a recipe for a meal or to record a scientific investigation. So that means if you're going to investigate why the caterpillar has a lot of legs and what does it do after it went out from the pupae stage, then you can try using scientific investigation or write it down through procedural writing. Or sometimes you can create rules as well for something, just like what we do. What are we going to do so that we can have a good online class every day? And year 3 was able to do that. Good job, by the way. And the last one is to give set of directions. The reminder here are for you to remember what are the things that you need to learn, and Teacher Camille will discuss it during our online class. Then you can see here the writing procedures. You should have a title. There should be a goal. What do you want to do, or what your readers will do after doing the steps? What are the equipment or the materials? What are the steps in order, or what are the instructions? And what happens? What is your product? What is the result after following the steps? Then, how to writing is also noted here. Just like the Mr. Owl we have, these are the helpful words that you can use when you write the steps. To put things in order, you can use the word first step, next step, then, and last step, there. And pictures, as he said, can help show how to complete each step. So that means if you are writing a procedure, you can write down the step, but it will be a lot helpful if you are going to have a picture to show the action. And you need to use a lot of action words that is available for the reader to understand, at the same time easy for the students like you or us to read the instructions or the step that you are mentioning. So it is important that you know the different verbs or a lot of verbs for you to have an effective instruction. Chart of what is a good instruction and the bad one. As you can see, being good in creating the instruction will give you about wake up, put your feet on the floor, stand up, and walk. So it has 4 steps that is mentioned. So it gives you clear idea of what you are going to do or what the person should do when they wake up or get out of the bed. The bad way of giving the steps is that get up. Get up from where? Get out of the bed. Get out of the bed and what? It's not really that complete. So this is why you need to learn how to make great instructions or effective instructions so that others can follow you well. So this is about procedural writing. We will discuss this more the following day. But at least the slides that I mentioned are helpful because they will be able to let you recall what we discussed Monday. I will see you again tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye.